Okay.
Uh,
All right. You said you have a basic idea the difference between ECC and S/4HANA system. So
yes, sir.
let's start directly from there. What is the difference? Can you explain?
Sir, in ECC, we are using the database as a Oracle, SQL, and all. Here in
Mm-hmm.
ABAP HANA, we are using that HANA database only.
Okay.
And ECC is very less programming and it is easy to use. But HANA is difficult, I think.
All right.
Uh, I know that's it, sir.
Okay. So first of all, don't go with these difficult things. Let's break it down and let's try to
Sir, I
relate
have
it.
one doubt. First,
Um,
we should start with ECC or HANA as a fresher.
ECC is gone. I'll come to that, how the programming is evolving. But before, since you said you have a basic idea, so I thought let's have a discussion on that part only.
Yes, sir.
Understand the situation. Every year you see, let's say you are using a mobile phone, or suppose you are using iPhone. So what you see every year there is a evolution, correct? Every
Yes,
year
sir.
they came with a upgradation. So
Yes, sir.
if I take an example, if they have given iPhone 16 this year, next year in
Yeah.
2026 they will come with iPhone. Definitely they will come with the next generation solution, which will be iPhone 17, correct?
20.
And so on. Why does company does these things? What is the purpose of upgradation? The purpose is to ensure that the customer must stick to their product only, right?
Yes, sir.
To ensure that the user experience of the customer can be enhanced so that the customer will not switch themselves to any other thing, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, this is the main reason, correct? Hello,
Yeah.
Satish. Good evening. One second. We have one more candidate. Hello,
Yeah.
Satish.
Yeah.
Are you there? All right, no problem. So, the reason for this evolution in any product that we see in the market, the reason is very simple. For two, the main reason you can classify. First one is to give a better user experience, and the second one to retain these customers forever, right?
Hmm.
Similarly, now let's come to our SAP. As you said, SAP is an ERP software, right? An ERP
Yes.
software manages the business, looks after the business, automates the business, and takes care of each and everything so that everything can be managed right from one software without any problem, and the business and the profit of the company can be maximized. This is the purpose.
Yes, sir.
So earlier ECC was the solution of SAP, or solution or product of SAP, which was being used in the market by the companies as an ERP, correct?
Yes, sir.
So this solution, what SAP said, enterprise central component, yeah, enterprise
Yeah.
central component, ECC. Now coming to this, now understand the situation. This was a era. This era have went till 2000, from 2000, around 2000 to 2014, 14 years. And this was a general era, you can say. Before 2014, everything was on ECC only, more focused on that. Now, within ACC system, if we see in this era, SAP did not had any database of themselves. Reason can be anything, but till now they had not developed any database of themselves. So any company which was implementing SAP, what they were doing, they were purchasing the license of ECC system, and as a database, companies were buying or using other companies' databases. Getting my point?
Yes.
Like Oracle, that is say Oracle DB is there, MySQL DB can be used, MS SQL, Sybase database, so many other databases are there, etc. But as a company, what SAP saw this major problem, first problem, this product don't have any database of themselves. So any company which is implementing SAP is investing their money to other companies as well, right? This is not a good thing. SAP wanted this money as well that should come to SAP only, right? So if I discuss here limitations of ECC. So as a company, what you are going to see, SAP did not uh, was not getting money for the database part. This was the whatever money required, it was being transferred to either Oracle or these companies who have developed these databases, right? Second and major problem. If you see the ECC system, we works on SAP GUI, right? Correct?
Yes,
We
sir.
works on graphical user interface, and we
Mm-hmm.
used to develop module pool applications. You might have developed this. We used to ALV based application, correct? You would have definitely developed something.
What is the TALV?
You said you have already worked on ECC. Any idea? You don't have any idea on this?
No, sir. I have just know basics. I'm a fresher. I have learned from
Mm-hmm.
their YouTube and Learning Hub. I have some
Mm-hmm.
basics. That's it.
Okay, okay, no problem. Let me make it more easier for you then. Um, Coming to this output that you are seeing, this is a kind of ALV based output. Okay,
Yeah.
see. Now understand the situation. Around, if you go back and check your career as well, around 2010, after this was the era of browser based application started, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we all have seen this started. Browser based application started to run in the market. And just compare this. This is the SAP interface. And
Mm-hmm.
I am opening, let's say, Amazon. And this is a Amazon UI. See this, how different it is, right?
Yes.
How much better it is. So if I
Easy to
relate it,
use.
yes, easy to use, more better user experience, more better user friendly, and this will also ensure that user retention here, correct?
Yes.
So this was the era that browser based application started to develop. What SAP did, SAP also developed a front end framework based on JavaScript for the front end development as a long term goal to come out from the GUI based things to the browser. This front end framework was called UI5 and Fiori. I believe you would have heard this somewhere, or if you have not heard, no problem. Again, this is not part of our training, just for knowledge I'm explaining. Okay.
Yeah.
So they developed a front end framework for the front end development. Now another problem. If we see on the GUI, SAP follows three-tier architecture. This you definitely know, right? Presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. SAP follow three-tier architecture: presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. Tell me one thing, what is internal table?
What?
What is internal table?
I don't know.
Nothing.
No.
Hmm. Oh, then for you, how should I go with the ABAP on HANA? Okay, no issue. And let's understand here. On the one more thing, you tell me. We do the
Like a
coding on the application.
presentation layer, I know this presentation and application layer, the database layer. Presentation is for front end,
Mhm.
and application is for connecting database to like presentation is for user
This is for writing logic,
logic.
and
Logic
this
and
is where,
program we use application, no?
yes, yes, then this is where the ABAP program runs and gets executed. Okay. Here we have the ABAP application server behind the scene, which ensures all this part. So earlier GUI was our presentation, right?
Yes.
But with the evolution, SAP came with the UI5 and the Fiori became the front end. Again, for you it is two big things to grasp right now. So no need to worry about that part. You can take it as a GUI only. In the training, you will learn eventually each and everything. So this is for writing the logic, and this is where the ABAP program runs and executed. Now understand the situation. If you are writing a program, you create variables where you can store some values, right?
Okay.
Bec- Okay, if this happens, you have a technical background. If you go and check any program, definitely there also we create variables, we store certain values during the runtime, right?
Hmm.
So here also we have internal tables as a variable where we store records or rows of a table during the execution of program temporarily, rarely. Okay. So the thing is, if I compare in the ECC system, what we used to do here is, if we check in the SAP ECC system, the flow was we used to bring the data from the database layer, right here from the database layer, and we now know that earlier our database was Oracle database. So we used to
SQL.
bring the data. What? Saying something?
Oh,
Okay. So we used to bring the data from the database layer, and then we used to store it in the internal table. Yeah, we used to store it in the internal table temporarily. Yeah, temporarily. And then we used to perform CRUD operation. Whatever it is, create, update, read, and delete. Based on the user requirement that user want, we used to perform these CRUD operations and then finally display the
thread
data,
operation means.
create, update, read, and delete. Whatever your new record creation, if I want to get the data out of from the SAP system, display it. It is a read operation. If there is a existing data, for example, say this is my existing data, I want to update few of the columns of it. That is a update operation. Delete is removing the data permanently. So based on the user requirement, on top of the internal table, we used to perform the CRUD operations and then finally display to the user. Okay, this is what we used to do in the SAP ECC system. This is the process. Okay, now if you see here, getting the data from database layer, storing it on the application layer, definitely it will take some time, right? If you are bringing from one place to another something, if you are bringing, let's say you are taking something from your college to your home, definitely some time it will take, correct?
Hmm.
In the technical world here also, if two layers are there, if you are bringing something one place to another, definitely it takes some time. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this used to take, because if we are bringing millions of data here, as an ERP, we will be working on millions and billions of data. So this used to take some time and was not performance friendly. Yeah. So these two major regions. First one was SAP was not getting money from the database. Second one, you can call it performance issue due to bringing the data from database layer, and then start developing application or start writing logic on the application layer. Okay. Yes. So these were two major limitations. That's where SAP planned to develop two things. As for HANA, what is S for HANA? S for HANA is a product. S for HANA is a solution. S for HANA is iPhone 2000 and iPhone 16, which is currently working. Right? Getting my point.
Mm-hmm.
So for the first major problem that SAP do not have their database, SAP developed their own database. Their own database. They named it High Performance Analytical Appliance HANA. Yeah. They started selling their
Yes.
own database. And on top of this database, SAP developed their next generation product, or you simply call it fourth generation solution. Yeah, solution, which was called S for HANA. What is S for HANA? Simplified fourth generation SAP solution. SAP solution, which only works on AnyDB. Yes, which only works on HANA database. So first major problem SAP developed, the problem with the ECC was SAP did not have their own database, so they developed their own database. They named it HANA, and using the HANA, they came with a new solution, a new database. So they thought, let's go and have a new solution here, and this new solution they named it S4 HANA, right? So how the second problem was resolved? This problem, bringing the data from the database layer, storing it on the application layer for a long period of time, ultimately leading to less performance. So here, this is a very powerful database. Yes, HANA is a very powerful database. Why it is powerful, you will understand in the training. Here it's not possible to explain within a short period of time. So HANA is a very powerful database. Here what SAP did, instead of bringing the data from DB to application layer, database layer to the application layer, to the application layer, now all the computation will be done on the database layer itself. Yes. So if we are not transferring any data from one layer to another, we are doing each and everything on the one layer only, time will definitely be saved. Yeah. Here we are going to use a new tool for application development, which is called Eclipse. Yes. Eclipse tool will be used for the application development with new database, new solution. So new things also came into picture called CDS, AMDP, and native HANA stuff. Yeah. That is the difference between your ECC and S/4HANA system. It is the current product developed in 2015 being used from now on, and they have planned it for the next 15 to 20 years and even more. On top of HANA database, the two limitation that was there in the ECC system, GUI was not working good, so they came with Fiori on top of UI5. This is for front-end development, nothing to do with the ABAPers. But these two major problem, database, so they removed it. They came with their own database, HANA, high performance analytical appliance. I'm writing it here, high performance analytical appliance. Yes. And the second major problem was the performance issue, which they resolved it by using the database layer itself, by using the new programming technologies. And here we are going to use a new tool for the application development, which is called Eclipse tool. Clear? So for you, see, now you said which one we should learn. ECC is for correct.
Yes.
Evolution of ABAP programming. ABAP programming.
What is the difference for
So you don't need to learn either ABAP on ECC or ABAP on HANA and all. You need to understand how the ABAP learning is going on and how you should learn. First one is pro beginners. Beginner. First you understand there is no ABAP on ECC concept currently. It is gone. ECC is
okay,
out. It is so no need to learn anything about ECC. For the difference, if you have this much knowledge, more than sufficient, you can directly start learning on only on S/4HANA system. So first thing you should go with the beginner level, where you will be learning your data dictionary, ABAP programming, everything on GUI, on graphical user interface, ABAP programming, modularization techniques like function modules, subroutines, include programs, a development part on the graphical user interface, ALV reports, module full programming, yeah, oops ABAP, object-oriented programming, and enhancements, uh, enhancements, and then we have smart forms and all. Yes, these are the things that a beginner should learn. A training will be 30 plus hours for each and everything. Second is, if you are a ABAP working professional, you are already a ABAP working professional, you have some experience, you want to use the new technology, HANA, you want to use the Eclipse tool. So ABAP working professionals, they will be learning ABAP on HANA, where they are going to use the Eclipse tool for ABAP development. And they will be learning the new technologies, CDS, AMDP, ADBC, SQL script, new ABAP syntaxes, and all. For data services for the API development, each and everything they are going to learn. And this is also for 30 plus hours, same to same. This is the process. Now coming to this, for the ABAP on HANA working professional. for ABAP on HANA developers who are already working as ABAP on HANA developer. What they are going to learn. So they are going to learn ABAP on cloud. Again, same to same thing here, 30 plus hours. And here people are going to learn the cloud application development on SAP BTP platform, business technology platform. Since you said you have taken the Learning Hub access, definitely you would have heard about this anywhere.
Yes, sir. Yes, I have heard.
Yeah. And here a new programming paradigm in ABAP is there called RESTful application programming.
I also saw that.
Application programming. So you can directly learn as a beginner. You will have to follow the process for mastering it. It's not for you right now. It is no use for you right now. This is no use for you if you don't know this. Getting my point?
Yes.
So this is the process that you must follow. Okay. So that is all for this